Hello you guys, my name is Marco. Hope you guys are having a great summer. I'm gonna have a great summer. Go to the beach and all that stuff. I'm gonna try to do everything, man, because things are opening back up. Everything's looking good, and this summer is coming along pretty good. I got my coffee ready, so there's that. Okay, so in this video, I'm gonna show you guys how to make a patch for your hat. You probably have seen these things around. These things are kind of like, I think they're popular, I'm not sure. But there are certain hats, kind of like this one right here, that they actually have a patch on the side like this one. And they are very popular. It says World Series or, or something like that, right? Championship or whatever like that. I've seen it more in like Yankees and LA and stuff like that type of hat. Also this one, because this one has it. I'll show you guys how to make something like this and hope you guys enjoy. So yeah, just stay tuned. The first thing you want to do is you want to get yourself a piece of paper. Doesn't matter what type of paper it is. Basically what you're doing is that, or what we're going to do is you're going to sketch out exactly what you want to have. So you want to sketch out, it doesn't matter, it doesn't have to look perfect. So you do that, and once you come up with your ideas and stuff like that on a piece of paper, once you get done doing that, you're done with that sketch, right? Now what you're gonna need is you're gonna need this type of denim texture like patch thing. This one you can get at Walmart. Can you use regular fabric? You could try to, but the fabric of that is going to be really thin, very flimsy, so it's going to be a lot difficult to do. So I recommend using this denim. I don't think they're expensive, so there's that. Now here's the thing: the colors we're going to be using in order to make our design stuff like that is not going to work on this denim. Why? It just won't. So one of the things that we have to do is paint a part of this denim. It needs to be large enough so we can come up with our sketch and come up with our design, stuff like that. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna use this brush, and we also are going to be using this paint. This is a paint that I use. It's kind of like a cream color. I got this at Walmart as well. It's not so much expensive. I feel like this brand still is at Walmart, except for like the bottles, they redesigned them. Like they redesigned them so it looks different. So there's that part. So once you get done getting that, you want to paint it, all over the area that you want to do. I would recommend doing 2 coats just to be sure. This stuff dries kind of quickly. You can use a blow dryer, just wait a little while and it'll get dry. And now at this point, we're done. We're done with we have a surface exactly what we want. I don't recommend cutting it right away. I recommend leaving like that. Because it helps it with the grip of it or whatever. So there's that. So now what we want to do is we want to transfer or kind of copy our sketch that we did on a piece of paper. We want to sketch that out on our denim that we just painted it white. We want to be able to do that. We're not gonna copy it, we're just gonna re-draw it again, right? But we got a visual of what exactly we want, the plan that we want. So there's that. When it comes to doing this, I would recommend just doing coming up with shapes and stuff like that, because when you cut it out, like this one right here is actually round and it sticks out like rectangles on the side, kind of like the Universal logo, kind of like that. I recommend doing that. If you want to do something else like a flower, rose, and that could be pretty cool, but make sure that the outlines are very, very bold, because it makes things a lot easier when you're cutting them, stuff like that, and stuff like that. Just keep those things in mind. I recommend you can do what the hell you want, but I would just recommend that. Okay. So when it comes to sketching out, I would recommend starting out with a pencil or a lead pencil that's very sharp. You really need that, right? Because when you're drawing out, remember, we're doing in a surface that's kind of small, so you do need to be really sharp in. Then after that, you want to start out sketching out what we're going to do. And exactly the thing that I'm doing that I forgot to mention, I'm actually doing a peach. Peach with a diamond shape. The reason why I'm doing this peach with a diamond shape, one, I love peaches. Tastes good. There's that. Second of all, peaches the peach emoji, it resembles, you know, like a booty, and I like that. And also because there's a movie called James and the Giant Peach or something like that by Tim Burton, and I like that movie. You know, it reminds me of my childhood. That's why I have that. And then also, like, I drew the diamond shape because it's gonna make it a lot easier for me to cut it out and to put it on my hat. So there's that, right? So there's that. So once you get done sketching it out, now what we want to do is go ahead and paint it. The colors I'm going to be using is Posca markers because those work really well on multiple different type of surfaces because it was originally invented or made for tagging, and it's been here for a long time. The brand, except for now they branch out to more different colors, and now people are using it for art and other stuff. So originally that's what it was kind of made for, from what I know. So there's that. Now when it comes to Posca markers, depending on which art store you go to, they'll have different colors, and also you can get them by packs. I would recommend them getting by a pack because they're more cheaper than just get the other ones that you need later down the line. But in my opinion, I just got them individual because that's the way I did them. So there's that. Now when it comes to Posca markers, they have different tip size. One is larger. I just got the medium one. That's the way it is. And that one is the one that I feel like a lot of people use because I don't know. So there's that. So I'm going to start out with these two colors. Basically, one color is kind of like an orange, mixed with like yellow or something like that. And this color is going to be like the outside of our peach. And so I'm going to color that for one side. The other side, I'm actually going to put one line, and that one's going to be this color. That one's going to give it like a smaller bit of a highlight, kind of like a little bit, like kind of like we're making like this peach look like an illustration or something like that, because that looks really good, especially like, well, if you want to go with detail, you can do that, but you will need different type of markers with the tip. With the tip needs to be more smaller. So we're gonna do that, and then we're gonna, you know, paint the other side as well. And then after that, I'm gonna go ahead and paint. The leaves, which are gonna be green. The way I did this, I just dab them in by a little bit, give it a small little bit of pressure, and then after that, I gonna go ahead and give it the outline. You know, give it start with the outline with this type of marker. This type of Posca. Now this one is actually a little bit more smaller, like the tip is much more smaller, it's much more forgiving. So there's that. I wish I would have bought one that was more small, because this one I see like the lines are very thick. So there's that. And here's the thing, if for some reason you mess up, just wait until it gets dry. Once it gets dry, you can just clean it up. You know, do a little cleanup. And if you see that some of the paint kind of rub off into your Posca markers, just go into like, just get a paper and then just start painting until that black or that little, you know, thing, you know, gets away, or the other paint that you had goes away, right? So there's that. And after that, I just I decided to paint the diamond shape. I started painting that blue because it looks like it adds a little pop of color. So there's that, and that one just ended up dabbing. And also, like the diamond shape, you can only see that kind of looks like a triangle, because the bottom of this the peach kind of looks like the other part, you know, the bottom part. So there's that. Now at this point, we're gonna start cutting this thing. I would recommend using fabric scissors. I'm not gonna be using fabric scissors because I don't have one. If you don't, you can always use these Betty Crocker scissors. Got these at the Dollar Tree for $1. The reason why we need these type of scissors is because you know, the place of the scissors where you cut has a lot of these sharp, you know, little teeth, kind of like a shark or something like that, and it makes it better when you're cutting fabric or denim or something like that. It makes things a lot easier. But if you don't have any of these, if you don't have a Dollar Tree nearby, or if you don't want to go to the store or something like that, you can always use any other scissors. It's just that it might be a little rough. At this point, it's time for you to put that patch and put it into your hat. You can use a lot of sorts of things. First of all, you can use this what's it called, the you know, depending on what type you're using, you can always like use a fabric glue. You can also iron it a little bit. I don't know if the paint's gonna rub off because you need to have like a little plastic or whatever the thing you use for people to iron. I don't know, a little baking sheet thing. I don't know. There's that. You can also sew it if you want to. You know, if you have time, you can just sew that. Just sew like you know, the edges of it. And I wish I could do that, but I don't have time for that. So, because I have other stuff I need to do. And that's about it. And this is how it looks like. I think it came out looking pretty nice, pretty cool. You know, there's that. I was gonna write my name on it, but if I was gonna do that, it was gonna be much more longer and much more detailed, and I will need to get Posca markers that are much more small and stuff like that. Can you use any other form of markers? You can try, but I feel like Posca markers work really well. And then also to finish it off, you can put like a Mod Podge or kind of like a clear coat on it, but I would recommend using a brush. So there's that. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope you guys liked it. Hope you guys have a great summer. And yeah, hope you guys have a wonderful day. Bye.